You want to know what it's like being a solo YouTuber? Well, let me explain. In a game of VR chat. Avatar. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna go as a blonde twink. I want you to know I love you really much. Like, I love you. Fuck. Fuck. So, as you realize, I'm not using my IRL picture. We are done with IRL. Let me explain. You know, I thought it would actually increase the viewers on my channel, but apparently that just never seemed to be the case. And it's just really hard because most of my videos, people look at the thumbnail and trust me, look at these. Yeah, I didn't look too well. So throughout my time, I have put on so much devotion to myself and looking better. And the better I looked, I still couldn't even get any other people views. And I know for damn sure it's just because, wow, people, they also judge by looks. And that is definitely how this new generation is now. And I'm part of that generation. Generation Z, that's what I am. Aside from the part that trying to look better to get more views, it was just the part of trying to look good in the camera too. All the time I had to do that. I don't know, it's just a thing that had to. At most, I remember the time before I started IRL on my new channel. On my last channel, I did nothing but just gaming. There was no like face cam or anything. There was no camera, there was no nothing. It was just my voice and the gaming. It was a playthrough. And I think after I started my new channel and decided to do IRL in hopes that would do me any better, it also didn't do me nothing. It just turned to crap, to be honest. It didn't turn to nothing. It just nothing happened. And even though it did give more content opportunities, it took away my creativity. I remember looking at my old videos from my last channel. I remember how creative I was, man. I would actually try on these videos, then at some point I just stopped. Because once I started IRL, my camera was just an easier way of just getting content, showing my face, doing things virtually. Not virtually, doing things physically, seeing me do it. And I guess over time that just took away my creativity and I just couldn't even think of what to do anymore. And now I look at my new videos and it's just like, where's the content? Where's the part where you used to actually edit your videos to be on? And it just, oh god. But I will say one thing, I will continue doing IRL. But just not all the time anymore. IRL will only come in like intros or just short parts of the video that needs to be added. Other than that, I'm just no more camera. No more camera in gaming. Alright. It's just the full picture. Me personally, my voice and the content. That's really all. Personality too. I'm gonna include that and my personality. So get into the real part on why I'm making this video. Let's go to a more comfortable world. Now isn't this better? I love this. I really do. Enjoy the time here, because we're gonna be talking about this with my crying tears. Anyway, why I stopped doing YouTubing? How many times I've said that? I really don't know, to be honest, but so I will say the parts are kind of easy at most once you first start. You know, starting up the channel, making your account, you know, making a name, creating a thumbnail, creating your own, like, profile picture, that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff is really easy. At most, I do say it does take time, but it's like, okay, I'm excited, I'm about to get started. You're getting it all set up and you're just like happy at the most of the part. But after you're done doing all that, setting up your settings on your channel on YouTube, or even streaming if you do that, but I think those are two different things right there. So you want to go and record your video, right? And you want to like get it there. You want that content and start it up. And okay, yeah, you recorded your video, you go and edit your video, then you go and post your video. But within those 3 points that I just made is the most hardest part of being a solo YouTuber. See, in most parts, it would be easy for somebody else to do it for you. I mean, like, okay, I make the content and they do the rest. They make my thumbnail, they make my art, they do all that. See, they always have happened. All they need to do is record the content. So now it's about getting that video recorded, and it's hard for a lot of people just for the part that it is hard to make content. It really is. Like, how other people, they are lucky and mostly even very creative, which I was just talking about a while ago about losing creativity, but most people don't have that creativity, and those that do, they are able to make gold off of that. But there's also parts where people cannot make gold off of that. For example, so in most parts, so let's just start. You're gonna make your video, but it's about making the content. Well, it's gonna be quite difficult because you need to have that confidence in that to get up there, which I did have once I got more into the YouTube channel business, you know? But the content is hard to find. It's hard to make. It's hard to do any of it. And my goodness, it is really complicated. No matter how much a person can try, no matter how funny they try to make their videos, it just will not be recognized onto the channel. And let's just say, you're going to make the same content, but you're not gonna get recognized at all. Just for the part those other YouTubers, they're really making that content. So the first thing about how hard it is to being a solo YouTuber is trying to come up with ideas all by yourself. No matter if you try to follow the algorithm, if you try to go to see this is what people are interested in, it is very, very complicated to get different nowadays with content. Now, once a person's like, okay, I got all this content, alright, all these 6 hours worth of content, and now I gotta get to the editing part. You're putting these clips into the timeline, and you're wondering damn, I gotta review all this. That's the part about being a solo YouTuber. You can't just go and just record your content and just go and record more content. Because most people, they hire people to do that, but most they can't. They have to do them by themselves because they don't have the money to pay those people to edit for them. You gotta edit yourself. And I will say I have gotten really, really good at it at the moment. I am really decent at most, I can say. Tell you one thing. It's long. I would spend hours and hours. I would kill myself just to finish the video. I even at some point started avoiding telling my friends that sorry, I can't play games with you. Oh, sorry, I can't hang out. And even to my family, I'm like, sorry, I'm editing my video. It created so many complications. I didn't want to go outside, I didn't want to do anything because I had to finish the editing. And just because it's so time consuming, it would take me, I think the longest I have ever spent editing a video was one of my VR chat posts on my previous old channel. And that one took me 3 effing days. And now I'm saying not literal, but I said I did at least edit for 16 hours straight. Putting those days together, I put 16 hours nearly each of those 3 days. And that adds up to, let me see, 10, 20, 30. So I spent about 48 hours on that editing process. And imagine when you're trying to keep up, you want to post daily, but you can't. Because these videos take you so long to edit, it is just impossible to keep up with a schedule. And when I would make my content, I would do it weekly. When I started, I wanted to do it daily, but it just wasn't going to be like that. It was impossible. I had nobody to help me. I had to do it all by myself. So I started posting it weekly, and I had a good thing going at first, but when it came to the longer videos, which actually, no, let me just say, all the videos were complicated to edit. Like, oh my gosh, I couldn't do it anymore. It warns you out because I would spend so many days editing these videos. And you know how life gets in the way too. You have to attend to those things. So sometimes I wasn't even able to edit at most. So I have to go there and go do that first. Because that is just like, you have to, if you want to keep YouTubing, you gotta keep doing that other thing and able to keep YouTubing. AKA, you need a job that pay you money so you can pay for your house or you can pay for your electric bill. At some point, I was only able to edit for like 3 hours now, which is still a lot of hours if you come to think about it. That is so many hours. And with that time being split apart, the more I got into adulthood, the less I had time to edit. You don't want to know how long it takes me just to make these videos now? Since I got my own house, my own life, it's just, now I don't have time to edit anymore. So now these videos take about like, well, I post them whenever. I can't do that anymore because I can't kill myself because I have a job to attend to. And I can't be like falling asleep over there. I gotta get the job done, which includes why being a solo YouTuber is so complicated. It's time consuming from life getting in the way of trying to complete these videos. And so in most other people's eyes, it's gonna be like the other way around. Like, you know, maybe it's just YouTubing that's getting in the way of your life. And I'm like, my life is what I want it to be, and this is what I want it to be. I want to have this YouTube career. I want to have what they have. After you think you're done, like, editing the video, it's like, okay, well, that's fine. Now I can post the video. But then you think, well, I'm trying to be a good YouTuber. I'm trying to get views as quick as possible, you know, trying to subscribe so I can get out of this, like, dead-end job. Okay, let's make a thumbnail. The thumbnail is probably the most important in making a video, rather than the content. It's what gets people that click on yours. You gotta make it intriguing, where it's interesting, where they will click on it. And I'm also including the title. The title goes with the thumbnail. You put those two together and you make them work together. But it's now in this new generation, it's hard to know what they want to click on. I've looked at my past videos. Once again, I'm gonna say that I don't know if it was the thumbnail or it was the what do you call it, the title, but like, again, they work together, okay? And then make a good thumbnail, that takes a lot of time. Well, I've seen that people that click onto my videos is art. I have drawn some pretty good pieces. And there was one time, actually a couple of times, on my last channel, I made some pretty good ass art thumbnails, or let me just say some good ass thumbnails, and I got so many views. You don't know, once I hit that first time I made that good thumbnail and I got a shit ton of views and even a couple of likes, and I was like, I cried a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I cried. I was like, my life is finally gonna start changing. But try doing that for every video, which I didn't, because it kills the shit out of me. I don't know. Art is probably the most, like, life draining out of everything. Worse than editing, I can say that. And knowing that you have to draw that all by yourself because you had nobody to do it for you, it's just another thing about it. What I have been repeating over and over, and will keep repeating the other points I'm about to make. I ain't gonna say it's this part is for everybody, or maybe I can. You never know, never know. Let's just say the posting part. Okay, everything's done. Nearly almost died, but you got it all done apparently. So now you're like, okay, let's go on YouTube. Let's go to create and go post. Make your title, combine it with your thumbnail. Alright, add your file video to the thing so it'll start uploading. Alright, click next, get to the end, and now it's posting. I'm gonna say it again, this is not for everybody, but this is for me. If some people live in most locations, their internet will be pretty good. Now, you already know where I'm going with this. The uploading requires hella good internet. And for it to upload quick, while it's gonna be kinda impossible for that. Because in the location I live in is literally in like, we're surrounded by little hills and that shit. Let's just say small mountains. And that cuts off our internet a lot. So my service bar is like 2 to 3. And it spikes up and down all the time, up and down, up and down, up and down. And sometimes even the internet just says like, F you, we're not gonna give you any service at all. Cloudy day, I lose all the internet. Because the location I live in is just horrible. Like, I mean, how is a person supposed to like have an even straight schedule when they post so like slow? And I'm pretty sure most people have problems with that. They're trying to post some big videos and it just takes forever for it to upload because it's just your location sucks. Now, I don't really have much to talk about this, but I'm giving you another reason, and you're probably just saying, why does that even include as like that's a problem in solo YouTubing? I'm not up there. I don't have the money. I don't have anything to go move to a new location. So as a solo YouTuber, I don't have any money to go anywhere. And at my dead-end job, well, I really am going nowhere. Barely even know how to fucking finance. And that shit sucks already too. And with all that being said, let's get to the final part of why it's hard being a solo YouTuber. Solo YouTubing. As a person has to do it all by themselves, is also trying to get those videos posted in on time because there's an algorithm. The algorithm is the most complicated thing to explain to most people. Sometimes it's easy, but it took me quite a long time to understand myself, to know exactly what is the algorithm. Now, depending on what content you have, there's several different interests in the algorithm, and sometimes a person got to keep on to the same content. They gotta have a thing going, enabled to keep to a one-side algorithm. You have to follow that part of interest until it stops being something that everybody likes, until the interest is like somewhere else. Now, as a gamer, that gaming algorithm is very much so hard to keep up with, although you guys already know why it's hard to fucking keep up. See, as these newer games are coming out, I can't get these videos in time. So by the time I post these videos, the algorithms already went to something new. And here I am posting something that's way late. Oh yeah, the new Call of Duty Black Ops game is about to come out. Okay, the game comes out. Everybody's already have their video posted, apparently. Oh yeah, look at me. I am 2 weeks later, late on the video. And here it is, guys. Oh, nobody looks at it because it's old news. That's what the algorithm is. It's about the new news being new. Now, it wouldn't be a problem if I was actually recognized in this damn YouTube community, but apparently not. See, it's not a problem for other people to post old games that they haven't played. All right, the algorithm is already past. Like, okay, nobody watches these videos anymore, but if you're famous, they'll watch you because you're already famous. When you're not famous, well, you gotta keep up with the algorithm, no matter what. And sometimes, rarely, a person can get lucky playing some game nobody else has really seen. Which I did one time, and that was Happy Game. Second guy in the world to post that video. Well, second person in America to post that video of Happy Game. But I guess that's just never happened, right? Never ever was gonna be like that, apparently. I got really lucky that day. I'll keep trying. Right now, I am 20 years old right now. I told myself once I hit the age of 35, I'm done. I will no longer waste my time trying to do something with this channel. And I'll keep trying. I'll do a couple of regular IRL videos. There'll be no gaming attached to it. Gaming videos, obviously. And maybe even other types of content that I'll come up with. But out of those 15 years, if nothing happens, then I'm done. I'll keep doing things by myself. Not like I have a choice. Maybe people will finally start to like me. Maybe, or even notice me. Maybe I'll catch another video that nobody has played that the YouTubers haven't like made a video about already. And I'll be the fucking new part of the algorithm. And by the way, let me just tell you one thing. When I did post that video, I got pissed off, man. Because everybody else now started to like, oh, happy game. I'm pretty sure half of my viewers went to fucking the bigger YouTubers said, hey, YouTuber, you should play this game. And they did. Okay, now they're playing the game. And guess what? The YouTuber was like, this game is weird. This game's stupid. And I'm like, you shut your mouth. I'll rip your off. Feed it to the damn birds like it's bread. Okay, but I'm just gonna keep rambling about random crap. Anyway, that is just why it is hard to be a solo YouTuber, especially in my world. Now, we all got our different reasonings, and sometimes we don't even have a chance to even try, but keep trying, everybody. Those of you that are watching this, keep trying. Have ethic. With ethic, you have nothing. Keep trying, and you will get there. And that's what I'm going to do. And with you guys, I will also love you. Not literally, but I love you guys. Alright, switching to my regular camera perspective. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And once again, keep trying. Don't give up. High ethic. You are the strongest out of all of them. Okay? And those of you solo YouTubers that are also out there, remember, we are the strongest. We're the ones that are actually trying harder than even the bigger YouTubers themselves. Love you all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Where am I? Wait, hold on. My mouth is not open yet. Hello. Okay, how long did that recording take? 48 minutes? Alright, 48 minutes of recording.